today I have loaded up my old MSM apps once more, and we are going to look at Fling A Thing today. So out of the collection of old apps that I have, many of them have servers, so I can't actually play on them anymore, but Fling A Thing is an exception to this. Now, I've played quite a bit on here, I am not gonna lie, but we have tons of things as well, species to take a look at today. Now, the most obvious one that we have up first, of course, is Flutter. Flutter buzzing with excitement and one of the fastest creatures with a suction cup for a mouth. Wait, all of these have bios, don't they? I've not been on this, honestly, in years, so I'm honestly having a bit of nostalgia, but at the same time, I'm like, huh? What's this one? Dongle! Oh, we had a new costume for this in Extravaganza, I believe, didn't we, for Epic Scups? And of course, we have Epic Scups for normal Flutter as well. But with Dongle, let's look at this one a little bit. I love that Dongle Epic Scups costume. Just saying. Dongle, probably the most highly evolved thing. The first to develop arms. Too bad he slept in them funny. And now they just dangle uselessly. Yo. Oh, that's so funny. Wait, what's this? I'm too bombarded with everything right now. This is the feeding ground. So tap the screen to place fruit for your baby thing. That does not look like a baby. It looks like a menacing creature, to be honest. To eat and earn more stars. Oh, so they get hungry? Oh, and I have all of these. I have so many. I don't even know which one to choose, man. Before, the weird one. We'll go with that one. Wait, what? Shrub! Oh my god, Shrub's made a comeback! Alright, I want to go with Shrub. What is this face right now? Tap the screen to feed your thing! Sure thing. Oh, we fed it some trees. Oh, I can put them everywhere. I think it bounces up by itself. Oh wait, no, I have to control it. I wonder if they all have avatars like this. I would honestly want to see every single one, man. I'm gonna feed it up a little bit more. Honestly, I'm confused what the point is behind this. I suppose once we've collected all the stars and things, maybe we'll find out. Woo! What a quirky sound. I like how the breeding nursery sound is this sound in this game. And what's quite interesting is this is actually the origin behind that nursery sound effect. It was used from this in the original game because this was before MSM. Oh, it got kind of cute, the avatar. It actually got really happy. All right, that's actually really cute. Your thing is full. Your thing has already eaten as much fruit as it can for now. However, you can still stay in the feeding ground and give your thing bubbles instead. Would I like to stay? No. Goodbye. Let me have a look at my stats. My high score was 917,712. Wow, I think I've actually managed to succeed in this game. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know though. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too far ahead of myself right now. I suppose we should check out the rest of the things. What do these mean? Oh, we have power-ups as well. Now, I can remember back when in-app purchases were a thing, I bought lots of in-app purchases in this game. I wanted all the Flutter things. I wanted all the things, and then my bank account died. Well, my mum and dad's, but anyway. Continuing. From Thumpy's, mind you. That was an actual level, isn't it, in that? Okay, we get the reference there. She was born quite grey and plain, but made up that by dyeing her fur and attaching the coloured feathers she scavenges. Now, you can tell this is before MSM, because it's not feathers, it's feathers. Pre-MSM times. What a weird time. Flappy. Oh, it's like Flappy Bird, hi. Flappy the Bat. A happy accident born from the chance meeting behind a vampire mat and an albino thing. What's albino mean? Please comment that. Shrub, of course. Needs plenty of water, sunlight, no issues with being fed after midnight. That's basically me in a nutshell. I am such a night owl. Owl-esque is coming for me. That's one of the concept arts. You know we're getting really in-depth with the behind-the-scenes MSM stuff today. Just saying. Sprung had a small accident with a potato peeler, but he's sprung back and he's doing much better now. The puns are real. Ghastly. You know what is actually really strange is when I went that name, I was kind of expecting a reference to gas. Oh no, just too much fun for flinging around to ever give up the ghost and move on. You know, I have no idea what that is even supposed to reference. Oh, the world star. Now this is where things get a little bit interesting because we have our lore now. Now, the Shard Mountains, interestingly, is where Amber is and lots of trap monsters in the MSM multiverse. It's also where Epic Scups comes from. So I'm actually really intrigued with this. It also hints towards the binding magic of the trees. Here it says, look at the stuff trapped in it. How'd that happen? This is so cool because my lore brain loves this so much. The Shard Mountains are such a key lore place. The binding magic of the trees is basically Amber is the sap from the world tree in the lore, and the Shard Mountains has that everywhere. Just is so awesome. I love it. And then we can't forget how the monsters forget everything in it, but hey-ho, that's the mysteries of the binding magic. So we have the tall tree as well. There's not certain if that's a really tall tree or if it's just a bunch of trees standing on each other's backs. And the underneath, oh, yo, the underneath has so many cool critters. I'm gonna put them up on screen. There's loads of circular critters in here. I would love if those made a comeback on an island or something. Those blob creatures. They feel like they are so accustomed to a mirror island. If we did end up getting that, I've made my theories on the mirror knots. That would be awesome to see them be the critters, actually. Deep down below the forest floor, very strange and glowing. These things are glowing. No other explanation needed. Shall we go on the Shard Mountains? You do not have enough stars. Would I like to get some? Actually, shall we actually see if you can make in-app purchases right now? I don't actually think you can. The game went offline. That's so weird though, seeing that that's still being provided as an option. Well, it is very old, but we'll go on the world tall tree then, the very tall tree. We saw Thumpies make a comeback, you know. Yo, it would be so cool if this game made a comeback. I feel like it'd need more elaboration on the idea though to make it feel cool in a sense. I love the main theme that you guys are hearing though now. Okay, right, which flower are we going to use? Flower, obviously from the Amber thing and all those decorations, but Dongle, I think that might actually be my favorite out of all of these. But I also know you are going to like the memes as the community, so I almost want to go with Shrub. No, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm going with Dongle. My favorite will reign supreme. Look at that happy face. You don't get that with any of the other ones. I'm gonna put them all on screen, the actual avatars behind them. So otherwise, I'm never gonna do that. But we'll actually do that at the end of the video because otherwise we're never gonna see them. Oh yeah, I need to be careful with my turns here. Hold up. I've just noticed something. The actual bubbles, these are repurposed for Blabbits. I am not even joking right now. These are Blabbits bubbles. Yo, they were thinking all the way back. Nah. When they came up with Blabbit, they were thinking back to this. That's actually surreal. Well, I missed that extra turn right there. The star is savaged in me. Oh no. I've got to be honest though, the quirkiness behind it really captures that MSM aesthetic. I love these so much. It just needs some kind of musical element that's what it was missing, I think. Like Furcorn's Jelly Dreams, all the songs. If you had something like that, I feel like this game would be perfect. It needs something like that though. Oh my god, extra turns. No, we missed it again. I'm gonna... I didn't manage to do it. Hey, we got it. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm supposed to head up. Oh no, I didn't realize that. Oh. This is actually so funny. Yeah, so as we keep going up, I suppose this is where the backgrounds come in. It has been years. I need to refresh my brain. Oh, it's a happy face. That's cute. Let me zap you up. Oh. Oh, I like that power up. That's actually very useful. I'm actually starting to think level 50 that I was saying was a lot when I was looking isn't actually a lot. I'm not sure though. I guess we'll find out. It's a question of how far MPG can get up the tree. What's another reference that we can find in here? The stars themselves. How have I not even paid attention to that? That is Sugar Bush's element. So cool. I love the legendary class. It feels like it mimics that old style so much. Sugar Bush and then the Wordos. I love them. I feel like the Wordos are really hard though at the same time to implement. Like if we saw them on more islands, it would be so hard. I genuinely think just for that reason, we probably might not see any more. No! Oh my god, it's Blabbit's egg! What's Blabbit doing in here? First, it was the bubbles. And now its actual egg is in here? I did not know this. Oh my god, Blabbit made babies. Yo. What is this video? Grab the star! Grab the baby. Boy. I think I'm doing alright. You know, Blabbit's babies can assist with the matter. Grab the baby! Yay! Okay, there's lots of bubbles in this. There's lots and lots. Blabbit can only make one bubble at a time. For that reason, you are now inaccurate and I want nothing to do with you. I've just realized I spent more turns getting the turn than actually what was worth it. Okay, I've got to be careful with you, man. If you can get them really carefully, it's worth it. If not, don't bother. Out of the remakes, if we're to get another one like Thumpies, I would love if they chose to do Furcorn's Jelly Dreams. I'm not gonna lie. That is the main thing that I would like. I was initially thinking MSM, maybe they could make it 3D because Thumpies is so good in 3D. But then I thought about it and I love 2D mods. Yeah, I just want Furcorn's Jelly Dreams remade and then make the mechanics really good. Oh, we got a bouncy bubble. Oh, that was a funny sound, to be honest. It sounded like a Thumpies drum. We've even got a Thumpies mushroom to the side. Can you guys see that? I need to be careful. The stars, the babies. Oh my god, it's a monster. This game even has bosses. Yo, at the end of this video, I'm gonna actually look at all of the bosses because if my memory is serving me right, I remember there's different ones per Flutter. Or is it per world? I don't know, man. We're gonna look at them all, though. We'll look at all the art and stuff. Level 21, yo. Okay, I feel like that's enough of a deep dive. Let's actually look at the art now. I believe we've checked out everything there. I just want to make sure before we go ahead and look at the art right now. Oh, there's a credits? I'm sorry, Inner Me didn't know this. Oh, look, Dave is there. We love you. And then Chris Elliott. Oh. Apparently, Chris Elliott is the one who came up with the MSM art style. So we have them to thank for everything. For starting the game, sorry. Oh, man, though. Well, I love this so much. But I am going to look at the art now. So let's pull that up and then we can continue. Okay, so we've got up now some of the art. So first up we have the tall tree. I like dissecting stuff like this. I don't know. We have to finish the video off like this. Okay, it wasn't planned, but it is now. Right, so we have now, look, this is the Cold Island sky towards the side here. We have Air Island being reminisced with the art style here. Even this is representative of Sugarbush Island's moon as well. And there being 2 moons in the monster hole. I like this so much. Oh, man. Oh, and here are the blobs that I wasn't about earlier in the video. This would be so perfect for a mirror island or some kind of dimensional island. Okay, keep that theory to yourself, MPG. I'm teasing a theory, the idea that Shh, shh. And then we also have the tall tree once again. No, this is from the next section. I don't know what this is on about, man. I'm a bit confused. But this is the amber section. And in here, you can see all of the different characters from the world tree, like the Earth Island critter up at the top here. Oh, cool. I like this. Thumpies. Oh, my goodness, Furface. Wow, Roots is here as well. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. I love this. Wow, Nube. You know, I love this so much. I like looking at the art. Oh, and look, we have the bosses down here as well. Now, I've got here the normal one. Then it looks like this is the tall tree one and probably the underground one. But it's cool that they changed the design up for all of the other ones. I would love these designs so much. It makes me wonder if they'll ever choose to do something else with them. Oh, and then we've got the actual avatars. Oh man, these actually look really funny, yo. This one's quite sad. Well, I don't know why you said exactly thing, but sure. What's B and A for? Oh, we've got one high quality and then one lower quality. Okay, well, this one's happy. So I guess it gets more happy the more things you feed it. Dongle. Oh, they're so cute when they get happy though. A Gadoof. Oh. The vampire, oh, the vampire one is actually quite quirky if you look at the eyes here. The shrub one just doesn't get happy. Spring, well, it feels like eventually with the designs, they just didn't bother with the back end of them, the actual main bodies on them. It gets a bit weird, it looks like. Well, that's everything from Fling A Thing today. Let me know what you think about this game down below. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. How will be going for now, though. Bye!